how to approach women. It's really pretty simple. Alright? Number one is confidence. Have an air of confidence about you, not arrogance. Arrogance makes you prick. Alright? Confidence makes you likable, makes you respected, gives you that sort of scent of, I guess I don't really know how to describe it properly, but it's going to leave the woman after you've left the conversation. It's going to make her think about you more. Alright? Rather than if you came up and you cracked a joke or two and maybe you were kind of funny and maybe you were kind of funny and slightly charming. She'll go, huh, that guy was interesting. Pretty funny guy. Walk away. If you're confident, you walk up to her, chest out, not speaking from up here, but letting the air, your breath, come into your stomach, speaking out, like you know what you're saying, that you know what you want to say. She'll remember you. And remembering that the imagination is a wonderful thing, right? You're probably not going to do anything on your first meeting, your first time talking to someone, whether you know them or not, all that well. If you're acquainted with them, it's your first real conversation. You're probably not going to do anything unbelievably amazing in that conversation. It's going to make them fall in love with you, whatever, or make them want to kiss you, or go on from there. But what will likely happen is that you can make a good impact in your first meeting, in your first conversation, that will make them think about you till the next time. And in that period of time between meetings and conversations, your imagination will run wild with what you are, what they perceive you to be based on this sense of confidence that you displayed the first time. And then you've made it, almost. There's still a few other things you have to go on there. But you've almost made or break yourself in that first meeting. Because if you come out with a sense of confidence and air, self-confidence but not arrogance, you will be so respected, and that woman will have a much better desire for you, much more likely to desire than she will if you came up and were just sort of humorous and you didn't hurt yourself, but you really didn't make yourself either. Confidence is everything. Woman likes to see a guy who is confident and sure about what he's doing. If you're not a confident guy, if you're more of a shy individual, that's alright. In the book Mastery of Destiny by James Allen, great book if you get a chance to read it. No, sorry. I mean, that is a great book if you get a chance to read it, but the book I'm actually thinking about, I believe, is Supreme Personality by Elmo. I can't remember which book it came from. Sorry. One of those two. I think it was Supreme Personality. Anyway, he goes on for a pretty lengthy amount of time, entire chapter about embodying something, deciding what you want to be and embodying it, right? Because you don't decide one day, I'm going to be charismatic, I'm going to be charming, I'm going to be funny, I'm going to be confident. It's something that's developed. Embody it until it embodies you, until it becomes you. Alright, if you understand what I'm saying. Actors go forever. And they're married several times. Why is that? Because they pretend to be something so much and so well that the people around them begin to believe that they are this person that they pretend to be. Pretend to be charismatic and suave and charming. Pretend. Alright? Pretend to be cool. Pretend to be confident. Pretend to be the guy who knows exactly what you're doing until you are the guy who knows exactly what you're doing. Alright? Practice it. You will practice by getting out there talking to people. Another thing is you gotta leave your ego at home. Alright? Where does your ego get you? If if you take your ego along for the ride, you're probably not ever going to approach a woman ever because you're going to feel rejection. And as long as you're not rejected, your ego stays intact, even though you still have nothing. You started the day with nothing, and you ended the day with nothing. Why? Because you did nothing. The only way you're going to get something is by doing something. Alright? Leave your ego at home because your ego will keep you from getting what you want by keeping you from doing what you need to get something, which is anything, something, anything. Alright? Even if you walk up to a girl and you try to talk to her and you fail miserably. This has happened to me. I'll share an experience with you. There's this girl who lived on the same street in Pennsylvania for a long time. 4 or 5 years. And we had always kind of had these weird stares as we were outside together. She frequently liked to sit in her yard, read books, and so forth, and she lived just right down the street from me. So she'd be sitting out in the yard with her sisters, reading, talking, whatever, or walking down the street, whatever she was doing. She was always outside grilling, the grill master. But we would have these looks. She'd walk by, I'd look at her, she'd look at me. I never really knew what that meant. Now, of course, I theorized unbelievably what that meant, and how much she probably desired me, whatever. But I never did anything. Until finally one day, she was out in her garage cleaning, sweeping, the door was open, so I just walked through the driveway and said, hey. And of course, it was really awkward because we looked at each other and never talked to each other for several years. And I just walk up her driveway like, oh, hey, how's it going? And I, of course, was nervous and didn't know what to do, so I was kind of looking at my iPod trying to seem almost uninterested, which I just walked up and made conversation out of the blue, and it was not even like we were passing each other, and I just said, oh, hey, it's like I went on my way to talk to her. So, seeming uninterested was really not the best idea. I didn't take my eyes up. I was looking at my iPod the whole time, not looking at her. And it went horribly, basically. It was like 6 or 7 minutes of sheer awkward torture. But I moved on. I learned from that experience. I learned that maybe I could make a little bit more casual conversation in passing rather than going out of my way and making things unbelievably awkward. Alright? And even if you do go out of your way to talk to someone, look at them, engage in what they're saying. When they talk to you, don't be so nervous that you're saying, yeah, that's cool. Be ready to listen. Be legitimately interested in what they are saying, even if you don't know what in the world they're talking about, a subject you've never delved into before. Get ready to learn something. Interest yourself. Be interested in what they're saying and desire to know more. Because people will talk if you get them on something they're interested in. So you've just got to find ways to do that. And how you can do that is by letting them lead the conversation. You come up and start it with confidence. You were the constructor, the orchestrator of the conversation. You got everything moving. You got everything going. And then you let them slowly lead you to the promised land, if you will. Alright? Embody, as either James Allen or Eugene Krugman said, embody something until it becomes you, until you become it. Make it till you make it, brother. Alright? This is what you gotta do. And then, of course, you've got to have a good. You can't just be confident all the time because that makes you look like. Eventually, it makes you look like you're just someone who's interested in physical. You have to eventually develop a more emotional connection with people, not just be on the confident guy and go up and talk to anybody and make conversation. Because no one's going to fully trust and believe in that guy. Alright? No one's going to let that guy in too much because he's too aggressive. Who they're going to let in is the emotion of that guy who's underneath, who comes out as you get to know them. And that guy sneaks in because he's been able to be nice, be understanding, and be caring. everything that you don't want to be the first time because you want to be the middle, that sweet guy. You don't want to be the guy who's, oh, he was some sweet, nice guy that I talked to this one time. You want to be that guy who just came up to me and made a fantastic conversation out of nothing. You want to be the memorable guy. You want to be the guy. That's what you want to be. And you get there by confidence, whether you fake it or not. You get there by practice. It's not going to happen the first time, but you're only going to get there by letting that first time be horrible. And then you get there by, once you've got them on the hook, you reel them in by being emotional, by being caring, by being what everyone wants, not just women, what everyone wants. They want someone who's going to care, legitimately care, be interested. But you don't hook them with that. You hook them with the show. You don't start a movie with the couple kissing and living happily ever after. You start it with tragedy, with drama, with action, with something at stake. You don't hook them with what should be the finished product. You hook them with something that needs to be taken further. Alright? That's what you've got to do. Sorry for the ramble, but this is how you approach women. Hopefully you use it. Hopefully it works for you.